just popping up on your FYP because I think you might be some good news. And I am happy to announce that every Cybertruck ever sold has been recalled because Elon Musk is total garbage. Oh, and the bureaucracy just found out that $1.6 billion of Tesla funds are unaccounted for. And I think it's phenomenal that you thought you could piss off all of Washington, D.C. and nothing was going to happen. Seems like in all your studies of dictators, you forgot that it was the IRS who got Al Capone. Absolutely nobody made you go out and become the most hated man on earth, but we are all going to enjoy watching you fall. And if I could say one thing to Elon Musk right now, it would be, I hope you choke on the satchel of Richards you are going to be eating.
According to new reports, Tesla has stopped deliveries of its Cybertruck because of what can only be described as a catastrophic design failure. A massive chunk of stainless steel trim called the cantrail is peeling off like cheap duct tape, turning into a deadly projectile for anyone unfortunate enough to be driving behind one of these overpriced gimmicks. Tesla owners on forums are sharing horror stories where one driver said he was going 70 miles per hour, heard a ripping sound, and watched as a 9-foot-long metal panel detached from his $100,000 truck and went flying into traffic. Now, other Cybertruck owners are voluntarily ripping the piece off themselves so it doesn't come loose while driving. And if you think that's bad, the entire front plate of the truck is also just glued on. Videos are circulating of people peeling off huge sections of the Cybertruck's interior like they're opening a bag of chips. Other Cybertruck owners are voluntarily ripping the piece off themselves so it doesn't come loose while driving. And if you think that's bad, the entire front plate of the truck is also just glued on. Videos are circulating of people peeling off huge sections of the Cybertruck's interior like they're opening a bag of chips.
Tesla stock starts going up this tiniest bit, and the universe says, nah, fuck that. I'm going to start sending car parts flying all over the fucking road so that every single Cybertruck has to be recalled. And I fucking love this.
How's it? What happened? That's crazy. We're going to pull and figure out what that is. Does it look like it's going to break? So it looks like there was a bolt here, and the bolt just came undone, just vibrated out, and then it went all the way here, and now it's totally bent right there.
The Vancouver International Auto Show has removed Tesla as a participant in this week's event after the automaker was provided multiple opportunities to voluntarily withdraw. The political position on this has absolutely no bearing on the decision. This is purely from a safety point for our guests and our attendees.
If the stock of Tesla continues to drop, Elon Musk will potentially bankrupt, right? So tell me why Elon Musk, right, is about to get booted off of the board of Tesla. Because his investors are sick of him. I don't know, I just thought you wanted to hear some good news.
Here's some good news. The Premier of British Columbia has officially barred Tesla products from receiving rebates. So you know how people get tax rebates, tax deductions from driving an electric vehicle? Well, that is the same case in Canada. But due to the tariffs that the president has decided to levy against their country, they have decided one of the ways they are retaliating is by removing Tesla from those rebates in replaced for Canadian car companies. If you guys don't know, those rebates, those credits are like a foundational piece of revenue for his company. In fact, it's widely known that he takes those credits, sells them to other companies at a higher price, pockets the difference, and that also allows him to rake in extra cash. The rebates also play a big role in their evaluation, all right? It contributes to their stock price. Having that rebate removed will make you less competitive in that market. which will impact sales. And we all know what's going on with the sales. They are falling. Isn't it fun to watch a man's life fall apart who just told you 2 weeks ago that empathy was a weakness? Because I'll tell you, nothing helps me sleep easier at night than knowing that that man has lost $100 billion over the last 2 months.
Hey, Steph from Georgia. So the shares of Tesla do keep falling. And Wells Fargo has released what their target price is going to be for Tesla. The target price for a share of stock of Tesla is their target, Wells Fargo put out, is $130 per share. Today it's trading at $228 a share. A few weeks ago it was trading at $450 a share. So the protests that are happening of people not buying Teslas across the world, it's working much better than anything could. And I don't think it was really, you got to wonder how good a business person someone is when they can't read their demographics of who is buying their car to begin with. Teslas were being bought by more liberal people across the world. Democrats here in the United States, well, guess what? They're not doing that anymore. Now, the Republicans who hated electric vehicles, do you think they're going to go out and buy Tesla now? I don't think they will. But other electric cars are going to sell very well. So the pain that is being felt, that Donald Trump said, people would feel some pain. Well, Elon Musk is going to get it, a lot of pain. The Tesla shareholders, you're getting it. Because guess what? You're holding the bag for the richest man in the world. You financed it for him. So if this goes to $130 a share, it means it'll be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $370 billion, when at one time it was about $1.3 trillion. Yeah, somebody's holding the bag. I know who it is.
Elon Musk was worth almost $400 billion in December. Now, he's lost over $140 billion so far. He has actually broken the Guinness World Record for most amount of wealth lost. He has lost over half of his net worth. Oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. And now we know why he's been acting so manic lately. Like that's basically what this boils down to. This just boils down to full-blown mania, that what he's got going on right now. Because if he keeps losing his money in Tesla stock, that Tesla stock, that's where most of his net worth is tied up in. It's tied up in Tesla, and he has a little bit in SpaceX and other things. And he leveraged his valuation of Tesla stock as collateral to buy Twitter. And if we don't know the details of what the loan terms were for how he bought Twitter, but he bought Twitter using Tesla stock. And if Tesla stock keeps falling like that, keeps falling the way it is, he will lose Twitter. He will go bankrupt. Like, he is about to go bankrupt. That's why you saw him crashing out. That's why you see him crashing out, crying, losing his mind, because those bills are going to come due. Those bills are coming up due soon. And he knows it. He knows he's on a deadline. Not only that, the boycott is working. It's gotten so bad that he had to use the president of the United States to try to sell more Teslas to hopefully kind of bump up his Tesla stock, which it did a little bit, but then it came crashing back down. Yeah, and it's going down even further and harder. And all we got to do is just keep doing what we've been doing. It's not so much a boycott in and of itself. It's just that the cars themselves are not that good. Like, we have a friend of ours who had a Tesla, or who has one, regretting their purchase, by the way. And the build quality is just not that great. It's not. Like, they're just not that good of a car. Like there's so many other options these days as far as electric vehicles goes, and they're so far above Tesla. But that's besides the point. The point is that we've all said that had he just kept his mouth shut, not tried to meddle in what he's been trying to meddle in, he would have been fine. He would have still had his billions. But no, he bought himself the presidency, and he financially is backing the current administration because he believed that by doing all the things that he's doing, by trying to stop, certain investigations that are going on into his companies in both SpaceX, Tesla, so on and so on. He's trying to go after people that are investigating him so he can continue to try to generate more profits so they'll stop, that they won't shut him down, or whatever it is, whatever the investigations would result in. Regardless, he went after the people that were investigating him, thinking that that was going to improve his stock. And clearly that is not working out. Clearly it is not panning out, and he is freaking out. But I digress. The point is so incredibly hilarious that he literally is in the Guinness Book of World Records. And congratulations, Elon. You did it.
So I'm going to say one thing and one thing only. As somebody who has actually worked for Elon Musk in the past, how do I put this lightly? If he is operating Doge in any sort of similar fashion as he has with his other companies, such as Tesla, then I would be very confident to say that the people around him probably don't want him anymore. Like, already.
he is not saving anyone any money. And traditionally, I would not get into conversations like this because I know people are not arguing this in good faith, and I know that people won't listen. But cbo.gov for fiscal month 2025 versus 2024 February, the government has spent more during 2025 in every single category than they have in 2024. So let me repeat that. According to cbo.gov, under Trump in the month of February, every single category has spent more money than they did when Biden was in office during February of 2024. He is not saving us anything. All he's doing is ruining people's lives for no reason. The government is there to be a product of the people. For us to literally, the point of government is a way for all of us to come together and use that money for the greater common good. That is literally the point. That is the point of a republic. He's not saving anybody any money, and I need y'all to stop simping for billionaires.